phone lines are popping off with everyone's changes that they'd like to see against Wales. Don't forget 03717 22 3344. And I would love to speak to some Welsh fans tonight, as in, how do you approach that game? Because, you know, Perry, for the Welsh there, it's an almost impossible task. It's not impossible, it's football, it can happen. But do they go into that game going, look, let's restore some pride, let's not get beaten? Because if they can go to that game and even beat England 1-0, you know, nick a 1-0 victory, that's massive for them. They go home from the tournament and be like, we stopped you from winning the group or even getting through, maybe.
Exactly. They can't go gung-ho from the start, because if it becomes an open game, then England have better players than Wales. And exactly, if it's a basketball game, then England will score more than Wales. So they've got to be stoic, they've got to be well set up, they've got to be good defensively. And say from the Wales fans' points of view, is it's a huge decision whether you play Bow and Aaron Ramsey. Because I don't think, if you've got to do a job defensively, that those two haven't got the legs. I know that Joe Allen, they're probably hoping that he's going to be fit, because he can play on, you know, at the base of the midfield, because they miss him, you know, just the continuity side. So Robert Page has got... Is he going to be? Is Robert Page? The Welsh fans think that Robert Page would be brave enough to leave Aaron Ramsey out? Because I think you've got to have Gareth Bale in just for that moment. Do you know what I mean? And the belief that he gives to all the other players around him.
Well, he had his moment with the penalty, didn't he, against the USA? That shows why he's in the team.
Exactly. It could be a free kick, because it's a bit of brilliance for the ball. But he's got to play a little bit closer to Kiefer Moore, but then obviously you've got to get the service into him. So their wing-backs are going to be really important. So, but you know it's going to be... It's their cup final, because I think they know subconsciously that they're probably going to be going home, but they want to go out with pride. Do you know what I mean? You want to go out on your
massively
sword. Yeah, on your sword.
And you know, ever since the Welsh Revolution under the late great Gary Speed, all the way up to this point here, they will. You know, they often say, and you've heard Bale and Ramsey come out about how passionate they are. Like, they're almost trying to win the game via that route. Innit? Oh, we're more passionate than you, so we're going to win.
It means more to them than what it does to us.
Yeah,
I'm not having that.
You're not having that?
No, I know. Obviously, they say obviously they play on that passion and that togetherness, and it's like one of the smaller nations against the bigger nations, and you want to bloody their nose, but it still hurts. England fans and Argentina fans and Brazil fans and French fans are still as passionate as what the Welsh fans are.
03717 223344. Welsh fans, we'd love to hear from you. Let's head back over to the phone lines about some of those changes you'd like to see against Wales. We've got Paul, who's a Liverpool fan. Good evening, Paul.
All right, guys, how's it going?
Hello, Paul.
Very good. Excited for the game on Tuesday. I'm proper into this World Cup now. Have you got the World Cup fever? It took me a while to get into it, but I'm in there now.
Well, I'm a Scouser Englishman living in South Wales, so it's a bit difficult for me. But...
Yeah, you are.
How many scarves you got? It's not a half scarf, it's a treble scarf.
I don't know. I'm going to bang into one of them pubs with all those Welsh fans, but hopefully, you know, the boys will come through. But I'd just like to concur with what you've been saying before. With, I mean, you know, being a Liverpool fan, I might be, you know, a little bit on the Liverpool side, but I think Trent and Grealish should start. My main reason for that is Grealish just causes so many fouls and perhaps free kicks.
They don't know what to do with him, do they, when he's on?
No, well, they don't. That's just it. He's just so unpredictable. He's got people that, I don't know, have a go against Grealish, but... You know, all these European sides, look what they're doing. I mean, we've got Spain with that young boy. What is he, Galvi?
Yeah, 18.
What a player. And that guy for Germany as well, the young lad, Musiala, is what is it?
Musiala, yeah.
Yeah, they play these guys, but somehow we got this fear. And they're on about Trent with perhaps his form. Look at Maguire, who was the best player in the last game
Yes,
for England. Maguire.
Do you think that'd be, Paul? I know you obviously got your Liverpool. I know you've got your third scarf on.
I have got my Liverpool cap on because I was going to go on about Henderson, but yeah, go on.
Do you think there's a bit harsh on Kieran Trippier? Because I think in the two games he's been one of the steadier players.
Yeah, can't we move that? Well, this is my next point. Can't we move Trippier up to midfield and have Henderson, Trippier, and Foden?
Then who'd you leave out of your midfield?
I know.
Bellingham, you leave out Rice.
Hell to be a manager for England, but there's so much talent there, you know. But I think he should. I know it's not, you know, what he's been doing recently, but yeah, just to see Trent there and Grealish there and Foden there,
You think Southgate needs to be?
So much.
You think Southgate needs to be more brave with his decisions?
A little bit. I mean, you can't complain. He's done so well. He's such a fantastic ambassador for the country and the team. That's one thing I have to say. But yeah, a little bit braver perhaps. Not so much against Wales, because I don't think we're going to have a problem. I think we'll turn them over, no problem whatsoever. I really do. I'm on about, the next game perhaps, when we start hitting it.
Paul, we need some Wales fans phoning in, because basically you've just dismissed them and you've gone, yeah, we'll roll. They're shot to bits now. We'll roll them over. They're not even in the equation whatsoever.
They'll be giving me odds. I 4-0. Come on, it's not going to be 4-0, is it? I mean, good God, if it was, I'd leave Wales. That's for sure. I'd be looking for another flat somewhere else. You know what I mean, boys? But anyway, great show, and that's basically how I feel about it. And get Grealish on. I mean, he's great. He's flamboyant.
Absolutely.
He draws fouls. He's just unpredictable. Wales won't know what to do with him.
Paul, do you know what I'd like to see him do, actually? When you look at Man City, because when he was Villa, he went and expects himself a lot more, because he was the main man and he was taking players on. What he's tending to do at the minute is get the ball and he has a little dribble and he tends to pass it sideways or pass it inside. I want him to see him going when he's 1v1. I don't care if he gets tackled. Yeah. I don't care if he does it 4 or 5 times. It's that last time that you go past the full-back or the centre-half and then things open out. He just seems like he's just playing within himself a little bit. Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to see the stats on how many fouls were committed on him when he came on, because it just felt like he was getting free kick after free kick.